Hey, what is going on guys? So today we'll be taking a look at two of the most recent Marvel Legends figures that I've picked up here. This is Hawkeye and Mr. Knight from their Disney Plus series. I now have 5 of the characters out of this wave, so I am still missing 2, but I am starting to slowly play catch up on these figures. I did find these figures on a really great clearance deal, as I have with a few other figures recently and also some other figures I have at the moment. Here is a shot of the artwork on the side of the boxes and also a shot of both of the back of the boxes. As mentioned, it is just the Sharon Carter and the Moon Knight figure himself that I am missing from this wave. These aren't the only figures I've picked up recently, so I know the content's been slow on the channel lately, but there is quite a few videos to come, so stay tuned for those. These were two that I was really excited for, especially now having the Kate Bishop figure. I definitely needed the Hawkeye to go along with that one. Here is a shot of both of the figures in the trays, starting off with the Hawkeye himself. From what I can see so far, I'm really liking the head scan on this figure. This one does look really great, so really glad with how that one has turned out. I'm really liking the overall figure design from what I can see. As you can see, the other accessories all filling out the tray, looking really good there. And moving on to the Mr. Knight figure himself, again another one that just looks really good there in the plastic. The few accessories and whatnot through the tray, another one looking really good. So we'll go ahead, we'll pull these figures out and we'll have a look at everything that's included with these figures. And here they are out of the packaging, looking really great just standing there, all the accessories in front. Of course, these two both come with pieces for the Infinity Ultron Build-A-Figure. But before we get into the accessories, just taking a look at these figures themselves, like I mentioned, standing there they do look really great. A lot of really nice sculpt work, and like I mentioned, I was really stoked to get this Hawkeye. Not only is it the first Hawkeye figure I've owned, but it's probably also one of the most comic accurate suits to what we have seen within the MCU in my opinion. Really nice with the vibrant purples on this one, so I really like the way that looks. Same thing with the Mr. Knight, really well done. Overall one sort of colour, but a lot of nice little detail pieces that we'll get into. Going over the accessories, there is the quiver with the arrows for the Hawkeye figure. A little bit of detail on the arrows that will face forward, so that's nice to see. The bow itself, and also the interchangeable hands. He does also come with the left arm as the Build-A-Figure piece for the Ultron. And getting into the Mr. Knight accessories, he does have his batons or whatever you would prefer to call them. Really nice sculpt work and a little bit of paint detail on the ends of these, which does look really good. Also the interchangeable hands, and he has the right arm to the Infinity Ultron Build-A-Figure. Taking a look at this head scan once again, like I said, I really like the way this one has turned out, but I personally like the way this one looks. And overall, like I said, I really like the sculpt work and the design that's gone into this one. A really cool Hawkeye figure in my opinion, and I'm really glad to have this one in the display. And moving on to the Mr. Knight figure, like I mentioned, he is for the most part all in one colour, which is sort of a white cream. But there is a light transition between sort of the white and the cream, as you can see the head and neck in more of that white, and then the suit in a more of a cream look. So it does add a little bit of depth there to the character, but there is some really nice detail work done on this one with the sculpting. As you can see with the sculpt work on the head scan there, looking really good. And the really great sculpt work all the way down the suit as we work down the figure. And some really nice painted details where it should be on the figure. Really vibrant eyes with that blue in there. And also the little painted details on all the buttons and clips as you go down the figure, looking really good there. And here I have the figures posed up, Hawkeye in a position as if he's firing an arrow, which I think looks really good. Really helps this figure having the butterfly joints, so that works really nicely. And Mr. Knight I do just have standing in a fisted pose. I will show him with the weapons in hand also in a moment, but I do quite like the way they do look standing there. Overall guys, I'm really happy with this set. I was definitely going to pick these ones up regardless, as this whole wave was one of those waves that worked out really well in wanting the entire wave itself and also the Build-A-Figure. So I'm really close to finishing off that Infinity Ultron finally after all this time. But overall with these figures themselves, I'm really happy with how they've both turned out. Really keen to put them both in the display and to also get the Moon Knight to go along with the Mr. Knight there. So let me know what you guys think below. Thank you all for watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next one.